That French omelette was simply divine. I'm going through a little shift in life right now where I really strictly avoided dairy, gluten, alcohol in my diet to help me heal my gut and hormone health issues. However, it's been 3 years since I started doing that for myself, and my gut is healed, my hormones are balanced, I get a period every single month, and that period is not overly painful. I don't have any like really bad PMS symptoms, so I think it's safe to say that I have healed my body. In my last video, I talked about feeling this like wellness burnout. Coincidentally, I've been reading books about other cultures like the Italians and the French, and just hearing stories from my own mom who is Mexican and grew up in Mexico. And I just feel like Americans truly don't know pleasure. We know indulgence, but we don't know pleasure like these other cultures do. So I think it's time for me to shift again and release my grip on some of the restrictions I placed on my life, which were very helpful at the time that I put them in my life. But now I think it's just contributing to that wellness burnout, that feeling of like life feeling so strict and limited. I'm eating dairy and gluten again. It feels wrong. Like it feels like I'm doing something wrong just because for 3 years I completely limited these things for my diet. I feel like this is healing for me. The healing I did then was then. The healing I'm doing now is now. I'm feeling good about it. On my way to my chiropractor's office, I'm not actually getting adjusted. I'm actually going to a healer. Very nervous actually about that because I've never been to a healer. I have no idea what we're gonna do. I literally couldn't tell you what's gonna happen, and I don't really have like any expectations at all. All I know is that a few weeks ago I woke up and realized I'm not happy. I feel very unhappy in my life right now, but I guess we'll see if this healer can help me get like some clarity on like what's going on in me. Obviously I do think this has to do with the wellness burnout I talked about, but I don't know, I'm not gonna cry in front of the camera for you guys. Not today. Maybe. We'll see. Alright team, so I just had my first Reiki experience, but first, mini Erewhon haul. A no rice spicy cucumber roll with wild salmon, wild tuna. So this looks delish. And then for tonight I got a little mini cheese board. How cute is this? Oop. So this will be really good with the pasta I'm making tonight. I am in my ovulatory phase, so that means that anti-inflammatory foods and cold or cooling foods are best in this phase. So we're gonna eat this and chat about my Reiki session, my first Reiki session. Ooh, these chopsticks look kind of fancy from Erewhon. This is the first time I've ever seen a healer, so I am not experienced in this, and if you have no idea what Reiki or healers are, then this is all gonna sound like extremely woo-woo to you, which I completely understand why. This is what happened. She asked me like, what am I feeling in life right now? Like, what's calling me to go see a healer? I told her like, basically I woke up in January and just like had this realization that I felt completely lost, that I felt completely disconnected to my like true soul wants and needs, and I just feel completely unhappy in my life right now. At first I didn't want to talk about like negative things going on in my life because I feel like people sometimes come to content creators as an escape, but I feel like right now it's my duty to share that I feel unhappy, and if you feel unhappy then we're in this together, because a lot of the times people feel like everyone else is happy and have it together and yada yada yada, but at least you know one other person who does not have it together, who feels unhappy in her life right now and who deeply wants to feel content. Cheers. These chopsticks are fancy. They literally have Erewhon engraved on them. So she asked me like what's going on in my life. Basically she said she's going to align my chakras again, or like balance the energy of my chakras again. So I get up on the bed and under a blanket, and basically she puts this little eye mask pillow over my eyes, and she said, you might feel like a little heat, you might feel a little tingling, you might feel nothing. And a lot of people, sometimes they'll get this emotional release and they'll start crying, or they will have no thoughts, or they can't stop thinking. They just have like a bunch of thoughts coming out that I guess need to be like released. So for me, like immediately, I feel like this sense of calm. And for the last 3 weeks, I have not been able to sleep. I have been just like spiraling in anxiety and stress and sadness and anger, honestly. So when the things started, and mind you, I have an open mind to things. I'm not like 100% sold yet, but I'm very open to trying a lot of things. But I noticed today when I was laying there and she was doing her Reiki or shaman energy thing, like my mind was calm. I would still get thoughts that would arise here and there, but I just felt this like sense of like so much inner peace and quiet. Like my mind felt quiet for the first time in 3 weeks. I didn't really feel tingling or anything like that. Maybe I felt a little warmth, but I'm not sure. I don't know if that was just like my mind playing tricks on me. It lasted about an hour, and she was writing down notes like in the middle of her balancing my chakras. So at the end, when she kind of like got me up, we started chatting. She said, for you, I saw like a very strong presence of a moon. Like the moon is like very connected, you're very connected to the moon. And I was like, that's actually right on point, because I'm a double Cancer and I feel very connected to the moon. Then she also said that she felt this presence of a wolf. One of my spirit guides or spirit animals is a wolf, and that it's like this very powerful female wolf that is like protecting me and other things, wants me to use her power. So I was like, okay, like I can get behind a wolf. She also said that that a piece of my soul was broken off, probably from a traumatic event, and that she's going to help it come back together with my heart. My energy is there, it's calm, it's powerful, but it's scattered, and that Reiki and her shaman energy healing is gonna help bring those like pieces back together. So that's what she sees for my life right now. So it was an interesting experience. We'll see what happens. I have 2 more sessions that I purchased, but I don't know, like how the fuck do I unblock all this shit? I'm gonna finish this sushi, and then I think I'm going to the gym to run 5 miles. I am showered, changed, ready to make dinner. We've got the Erewhon cheese plate, and can you guess what I'm making for dinner? First, I need a little snacky snack before I start. Little post-run snack. Ooh, some of this white. Oh. Good morning, it's the weekend. breakfast is whatever I want. And so this morning it's French baguette with melted brie, a little vanilla peach jelly, and my favorite dairy-free yogurt, which is Kalina in the blueberry lavender flavor, plus a big coffee. So good. The one dairy product I won't consume is milk. I don't know why, it just grosses me out. But we are so back with the gluten and dairy, baby. Pick up some fresh bread now.